Hello there. I am going to walk you through your very first video lecture, just so we can kind of get started and understand how to work with these virtual machines. So this is from my teacher end. I'm not sure what it'll look like from your side, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually open up, I guess I'll duplicate this tab because then I'm going to want a Windows machine on one side. So I'm going to want my Kali Linux machine on the left tab, my Windows machine on the right tab, and these will take a little bit of time. What we are booting up are virtual machines, and so these are actually computers that are on some server, probably in the middle of Nevada. Everything within these labs are contained within a controlled environment, and all data is like deleted after it closes out. Every time if you are going to further your education in uh, cybersecurity, then these you will find yourself on virtual machines all the time. So once it says booted, I'm going to go ahead and click open. So I've got two computers going because I'm going to be um, like a malicious kind of cyber attacker on one computer. And then on the other computer, I'm going to be the victim. So on the left side, this is my Kali Linux virtual machine. And then on the right side, this is my Windows 7 machine. On the Kali Linux, we are going to use this software called Fishery. It is not like a widely known software. It is just created just for the purposes of this kind of phishing demonstration. So, of course, our objective is to compare and contrast different types of social engineering techniques. This lab, we're going to focus on phishing. Remember, a phishing attack is going to be if you receive an email and it tricks you into clicking a link or perhaps entering your information. Within our lab, there's a lot of different things we're going to do. I like to just kind of call this my checklist. And right now we are engaging in step one, where we are setting up our environments. And then these slides are going to walk us through the rest. So as the cyber attacker, we are actually going to craft an evil email and we're going to send it. And then we're going to be able to play the victim and see what it looks like on the victim's end, as well as the malicious actor's end as well. So here we are setting up our labs. As soon as this one says booted, I will click and let that go. And I could start already. So you will need the IP address of the Kali machine. In here, this is your Kali machine. And you can interact with it as you'd like, but what we're going to do is called open the terminal. So right here is our terminal, and you just have to click it once. Maybe twice. Here we go. Whoa. Okay. I don't need all those. I just need one. Okay. So I am on my Kali machine here. I am going to type the following command. I need to figure out my IP address, which is going to kind of be like the address of where this virtual machine actually lives. So I'm going to type in host name, and you've got to spell it exactly as you see it. We'll do a space, that is a dash, and then a letter I. Once you have your host name, this is your IP address. It says write down the Kali VM IP address. So I might write that down maybe on like a quick sheet of paper, or maybe like you could just take a picture of it. That would work too. So mine is 10.15.50.209. Still waiting on this one, but I'm sure it'll get there soon. Hey, look. Okay, booted. Sick. So I've got my IP address that's going to be necessary. The next thing we're going to do is launch this program called Fishery. So in order to launch the Fishery application, we are going to type this command, sudo fishery, and we're still here. This is still like the cyber attacker's virtual machine. So sudo fishery. Okay. And we are now starting that application. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to craft the phishing email. Now, this is going to be really low budget, so don't get too excited. Well, you should get excited. I didn't mean that. So it says we're going to create a new terminal. So again, a single click. We're going to navigate to the desktop by typing in cd desktop. This is actually allowing us to access the desktop of this virtual machine. And now we're going to create an email file on the desktop, which we're going to call this command of touch just really creates a file. So we're going to type in touch email.html. And look, did you see how that just got created? There we go. Save the email and exit LeafPad. I think I skipped a slide. Okay, edit the phishing email. Open the file in LeafPad. Okay, so in order to open this file, I'm going to type in LeafPad email. This is my whatever I titled it, HTML. It seems like LeafPad is probably something super similar to Notepad. And here we go. Here's our email. So this p tag, this is all HTML. And so I'm going to say, dear victim, \p. I'm actually going to give you this. I'm going to type it up and paste it right here. So then you could just copy paste just to make things a little bit easier. Click a href. If anybody has ever worked with HTML, you'll recognize that we're just writing source code to a website right now. HTTPS. Okay, here's that IP address. So I'm going to write 10.1. Oh no, mine is 15.50.209. Don't write mine, you have to write yours. 443. Whoops. 3. Click here. And I'm going to close that tag. Then I'm going to say something like, this is in my paragraph. Gotcha. That p tag. These p tags are a little bit irrelevant to this. They're just going to make our document have a little bit more in it. The main thing is this IP address is this IP address. Okay, save the email and exit the LeafPad. So it looks like, what do we do? File save. Okay, so I went to file save. And now save the email and exit LeafPad. So I'll go to exit. I could probably also do file quit. Sudo move email.html space /var/www.html. start the Apache server, sudo service Apache to start. All right. Playing the victim. So now over here in this Windows, we are going to open up Internet Explorer. I'm sure you could do this on Google Chrome as well. Hide this. Actually, we'll do it in Internet. Okay. And then go to okay, so we're gonna go to this one. I can't paste. Dang it. Okay. HTTP // what was that IP address? Here we go. 10.15.50.209 / email .html. Aha! Look, here's the email I created. Dear victim, click here. So again, I'm playing the victim now. And so what we're going to do is I know it's bad practice, but we're going to click the link just because we really want to see like what it looks like on both ends. And so there's a problem with this site's security. As like a user, you should be like, red flag, don't proceed. But we're going to bypass it anyways. And so I am going to I'm just going to say, here I am, and then I'm going to say password 123 as if I'm like putting in my password, right? Because this looks kind of legit-ish enough. um, it says a file tries to download. We could either click save or cancel. It doesn't really matter. But now, if you come over here, check that out. I just stole like whatever the victim put in. I just stole their information. And that right there is why we don't click on links from strangers or websites that kind of look similar. And so you could see that if I was to do this again, again, oh, I guess I only got to put it in that first time. But yep. And so if a cyber attacker has a long list of people's usernames and passwords, imagine if I used M. Laskowski password 123 as like all of my bank account information. Like, I'm done. I'm absolutely done. So, again, really important that we only use credentials at trusted websites. All of those, like, this should have been a big, like, red flag. Like, don't do it, right? Also, it's not a bad idea to avoid reusing your passwords on multiple sites. Two-factor authentication could also be really good because if someone does steal your password, but like they need to sign in through here as well, then, if they only have one piece of the puzzle, they're not going to be able to do it. And then some other ways of defending against a phishing attack are really to just not give out more information out there and to just be hyper vigilant with any sort of email that you receive or text message, really. Cool. I hope you enjoyed.